squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Showtime! Let's make it! Ready!
Throwing to start here is Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point hugged the upright and good, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23, And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line. Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
11. Stop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Here we go.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the option play now to the left. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his block.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He's got White here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, here's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Mixon will try the right side to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
On one, right?
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's 2. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ultra. Yellow. Steel, black. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you get it.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into the end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
Well, Brandon, how often do we coaches tell us before a game to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, here's Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Ingram holds it in. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Burrow. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as it went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, Sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Colts send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
88 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Red, cycle, on the ball.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards for number 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one finds Austin out right. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on second and 10. Tua. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Here we go.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Burrow on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver.
Here we go.
Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw once more on second and 10. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Ingram. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Tua on 4th down. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Here we go.
They stay on the ground with White, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Guys, his game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. 2 to throw. Got his man, it's Woods. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Blue striker. Black ultra.
Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Green jacket. Black shot. Hey, check mega. Ready?
Here's Tua.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field?
Mega. 5, 97.
Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Green. Yellow.
Now Tua. This pass caught. It's Woods.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They got to count them on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the
You
football.
want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he He's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Colts, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I can do, I'm moving with you. I'm pretty on the boat.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up.